Well, it's that time of year again. The 25th Midsumma Festival is upon us. There are literally over 100 queer-relevant events that you can participate in. You can check out the list at Midsumma's website. Some of the writers from one of Hares and Hyenas events came to visit us at the studio. This is one of them.
Hey, you're on Bent TV. I'm Sammy Whitehead. I'm joined by award-winning lesbian author Dr. Brigitte Lewis. Welcome to Bent.
Thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit about your work.
Well, I'm a performance artist and I'm also a sociologist. So I create art that reflects my PhD work. So I look at social politics, discrimination, desire and sex. And I take my theory off the page onto the stage.
Now, Mouth to Mouth, part of Midsumma, has been described as desire begins with the throb of cock and clit and not necessarily against each other.
Yes.
Are you going to be performing some of that today?
I am indeed. I'm really excited.
We look forward to it.
Thank you. I am a creationist because I am a thinker. I am the biological imperative at the end of the rainbow. Because once we deconstruct colours, we have nothing but bit pieces, little understandings of stories to tell each other. We become disembodied heads talking, with so many ways to connect without ever having to touch, but so much closer to unraveling now than when we sent only letters or dialed home phones without broadband connections. Now everything begins with E or I. And me, I use a lowercase I when I write because I'm referencing history, saluting the present and reminding myself that equality is still a heartbeat away. Another generation of fighting, another century of begging and convincing that we are human too. We, the dykes, the fags, the bisexuals and the genderqueers, the ones that feel it in our bodies, feel it in our hearts breaking as another friend walks down the aisle while we look on. We are the revolution speaking every time we edge closer to each other. Every time we say yes to the desire in our same-sex limbs. We are living liberation in the name of people everywhere. Daring to press tongues with our lovers, hold hands on suburban streets, and talk about our partners at work functions. You and I, we are living political agitation. And when my thighs shake because of a beautiful woman, my shivers sing odes to the women who have shook before me. Dorothy Porter, Magda Subansky, Anna Brown, Barbary Clark, Penny Wong. You are the names laid out before me. So few. It's true. But in a global context, there are many more. Monique Wittig, Judith Butler, Audre Lorde, and now those names create a door that I look to every time I want to remember how to face a new day and keep on stepping through. Because the world is a labyrinth, and sometimes change happens when you least expect it. When you put your heart on a platter and offer it up to people like you. When people like me stand up, and people like us come together to experience each other. Share gazes, not small talk. Deliver our hands as gifts, not weapons. And offer our breath in exchange. So let me touch the softest part of you, the place you only let yourself go. Take a deep breath with me. I said, take a deep breath with me and feel into it now. Let me caress that place with my words so your body feels my body. Of days and centuries of language unfurling, like a steel trap, at once an iron cage and endless odes to liberation. And my body is the new I dare to know declaration, and I dare to know yours in all that's glory and sadness too. Let go where your body clings harder than glad wrap on a Vegemite sandwich. Sink into your skin like an Aussie battler on a Sunday. Gug, gug, gug. And get Matthew Mitchum in your limbs and dive deeper. Most of all, let your body have a mind of its own. And remind it That all this masculinizing each other doesn't have to be the last page of the book. Now we've learnt to write in our own names. We can use our bodies like an instrument and let them use us. We can use our bodies like an instrument and let them use us. To tell stories we'd forgotten we painted over all those wounds ago. Because the only way to be Australian back then was to grimace and bear it. But these days, with the rise of the new age and self-improvement, we're learning to unload our own baggage and grimace and share it. So watch out, because this woman, this sister, this body is always already on the edge of becoming. Just like my father, just like my mother, just like my history.